some Amped Raptor Jund. Here we are. Like, I think really highly of this deck. This one was taken to a 13th place finish back, I believe this was on the 26th, in the Modern Challenge. So, you know, I'm blanking on the name of the pilot here, but I'll go ahead, I'll put it up. Take it to a 13th place finish, which is not a small thing. You know, it is a very difficult thing to do, especially in a meta that's not really accommodating to what Jund's about. But they still got there through all the Nadus, through all of the Jeskai controls, the Trons, etc. They probably dodged a lot of Tron. You'd have to. But the fact is, yeah, that's the thing, Luke. Like, there's so many versions of that deck. So I do think people, and it's probably mercifully so, people are not innovating on Nadu. I don't think they're innovating on Nadu in the slightest. Nadu is kind of obnoxious to play, especially on Moto. So I think that's why people just aren't innovating. And I mean, again, the deck has an enormous target on its back. So you'd essentially be wording a dead format here in a couple weeks. So I think people are just going to run Bant until they literally run it into the ground, you know, like until Wizards tells them they can't. Because why bother? Like, it's already cleaning up house. Just get good at the mirror and maybe tweak a couple like sideboard cards and maybe like a flex spot in the main. Don't put too much thought into it. Just, if you got it already, just grind out your stuff, get the free wins while you can, before it inevitably gets something, or better yet, just bird itself, axed. And in this one, we're just kind of all about getting that early pressure, getting that early value. As you can see, you know, as you'd imagine, we've got a lot of one-mana interaction. Thoughtseize, push, bolt. We've also got Monkey and Nethergoyf. In the one drop, there's some Saga targets. Haywire Might, 2 Nihils, and a Shadow Spear. Don't really count those. You're just find those off Saga. You're not actually casting those, you know, unless it just you happen to be up against Living in game 1, then you're 1,000,000% casting that. Anywho, you're also got your Bowmasters, your Amped Raptors, and your Tarmogoyfs making up the 2-drop swap. Amped Raptor literally hitting everything in this deck for no additional energy is pretty good. You know, it is going to suck when you Amped Raptor into Amped Raptor, because that's just a waste. But I think that is fine. I've liked this deck. I didn't like it before, but now that we're kind of on a very, very aggro plan, I do like Amped Raptor a little bit. That's why we're giving this one a run back. We've also got Saga and Ren and 6 just to kind of add a little bit more, because hitting Ren and 6 off of an Amped Raptor, especially after you've played Saga, is pretty great. You know, of course, we have a Molten Collapse, just great removal. Like, if you've fetch Shock to Amped Raptor, that still counts as something hitting the yard for the collapse, so you get to just collapse and, you know, blow up like a Nadu and a Shuko, for example. You know, which, pretty nice, pretty nice. And that's kind of it. You know, Bolt is what you think, push what you think. Nethergoyf, once you get a couple things down to what you think, etc. Nothing super duper duper exciting. But over in the side, we do have some things that are more exciting. Inquisition coming in against those more combo-y matchups. Legion's End, I do like. There's a lot of tokens running around nowadays, and a lot of 2-cost creatures. So just being able to zap multiple for 1 card and exile them so they don't fuel things like Flage or anything is pretty nice. Also, like, against certain decks, like eating all of the Gravecrawlers against like a sack deck can be pretty big. Pyroclasms, just wipe up small creature decks. Again, enough said. Pick your poison, catch all removal. Veil of Summer, there is a lot of mirror Murktide stuff, and just having the good old 1-mana Cryptic is not a bad thing. We've also got, you know, of course, our Companion. We've also got a bunch of Saga targets. Grafdigger's Cage, great against Yogg and the sack decks. Haywire Might, good against wherever, anything that is dependent on artifacts and stuff, be it the One Ring. Not even a horrendous card against like a in the face of like an expedition map that they can't immediately crack. Just a lot of good things that get got by it. Nihil Spellbomb, the third, because why not? Personally, I think I might have rather had a Soul Guide Lantern, just in case of Leyline, you know, White Leyline, Leyline of Sanctity, you know, but nice out to that. Pithy Needle, like, great against Yogg, great against One Ring, great against anything that has an activated ability you'd rather not be activated. And, of course, because Tron is horrendous, and also Storm is a deck that exists, 3 Damping Spheres. And that is the deck there, sheep. So they can't get a free soul land, you know, that's always pretty cool, right? This is... if one of these was a bolt, like if that was a bolt or that was a bolt, I'd be all about this hand, but not as it stands. Okay. I'm a little less blah on this, but I think I'll keep... I'm going to put back Ren and 6. We don't have any good gets with it. You know, we can push something if that is like what we need to do turn 1. Otherwise, we'll drop Theater and just hope to God they don't dash a monkey. If it is a Chalice on 1, we actually do have an out to it in Molten Collapse. So that's pretty nice. We're just kind of hoping. Oh my God, I hate that end of season thing. Did you know that the season's about to end, player? All right. Not liking that. Never. I think we're gonna go ahead, shock this or drop this. Yeah, we'll put that on top. Just give them something they really got to counter. If it's Death Shadow, I don't mind having double bolt, push, and collapse. And that kind of, like, that land kind of makes me think it's Death Shadow. Watch us exile all our green lands off of this. Wouldn't be the first. You know, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Cautious, again, cautious optimism where we're at. You know, we could hit another go with something that really sucks off that. Okay, looks like they're considering, so odds of it being Death Shadow are kind of high. Archmage's Charm. Could be a very mid hand out of Dimir. Alright, they definitely have Counterspell up. But I think, like, presenting this and just kind of trying to windmill slam it is just too good to not do. You know, see if they counter it. I feel like they have to. And they do. Is what it is. But we can double spell next turn if it comes to it. I'd really like a land. Fetch a... Alright, looks like they're all in on whatever they're doing here. Okay, Harbinger of the Seas. That is not necessarily stellar, but hey. Land, say go. Hopefully we draw something that we can have hit the bin so we're able to push that. Alright, take 2. I mean, they pushed all in on it, so, you know, good on them. Beseju, who endures. Not really enduring much for us, but let's go ahead and put old Jagantha to hand and say go. I do hate this lockout we're in. Hopefully we'll get a basic and we can start playing stuff. I do hate that we're just hard locked out by this Harbinger. Alright. They're probably sitting on 2 more counter spells. If they are, they are. We're just going to hope we get another basic. And we can slam this. Speak of the devil. And that means we could have dropped Jagantha next turn. Okay, yep. You had to know they had it. Irksome, but it is what it is. All right, they get in, and we're just gonna hope they don't have more, or we get a. All right, we'll see if they let us have this. I'd really like a Thoughtseize off the top, just to be able to do something, but, you know, we're going to make do with what we got again. I mean, we're going to take this if they offer it, and, okay, so they can't push or anything, so... Okay, Yeah, let's drop this, see if they... And since they can't really attack, we'll just say go, and worst case, we can just start dropping stuff into the yard. We're also going to hope we just top deck a mountain. All right, come on, mountain. Verdant. All right, drop Jagantha, and Subtlety. All right, of course. Top, and that is obnoxious. But they do have a. Again, we are hard locked under this. I'm going to see that if they can pull the same stunt again. They might have it. Like, my God. Gotta love the Flood Moon. Alright, we'll try and drop Jagantha again, see if that nets anything out of him. I mean, if that gets another Subtlety out of their hand, we just weren't meant to win this one. We'll have to bottom it. I mean... And say go. We're now clocking them a little bit faster. Also, we can use the Jagantha mana to cast a Lightning Bolt. Not for nothing. All right. All right, let's see, because if we can get this push and kill that, that would be optimal. Say go. I mean, we're going to 5 here. All right. They could Murktide. That would not be great, obviously. All right. And then I think we're going to throw... Yeah, I think... All right, now we push. And grow the Goyf for lethal. Oh, they had the force. Ah, well. Ugh. And now they have it. That attack, I was hoping that it would get through. We should have pushed first. Ah, well. Mr. Party Time there doing anything but. Veil of Summer looking pretty good, as is Inquisition. They might not have much we can hit with push, so I'm thinking about cutting it all together for those. I do like Pick Your Poison a little bit, considering like one of their win cons is Subtlety, but I don't really know what to cut for it. Shadow Sphere I do like, because that like it dropped there. That would have like forced it. You know, we go and yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll run it like this. Again, you know, you get Blood Mooned out like any game. That just kind of sucks. Like, I'm one of those people, I don't think you can complain about it. Technically, we should have tried to force the bolt. Okay, yeah, this hand is fine. We've just got a lot, so... Okay, we'll turn one monkey, make them push or something, so... Keep. And then we just have to find a bolt or something. Fetch Shock, probably get black-red land, so we can drop the Forest, Haywire Might, and Goyf. Upkeep. And, yeah. And maybe we get a Subtlety out of their hand, too. Monkey go. And, alright. We could also, depending on what they drop here, we could Wrenn and 6 as well. Wrenn and 6 is a very live thing. I think we're going to swing with Monkey and force it. Alright, yeah, let's swing with Monkey, force it. Okay, so they do have the push. Alright, that's fine. They're trying to get us to skip through, I do think. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's just get Wrenn down. Underneath of their counter magic. Alright, that way we have a line to triple spell next turn. I do think we're going to go... I kind of want them to think we're playing into a Blood Moon. Or a Flood Moon, I should say, that we're going to be... Okay. Alright, now I feel a lot better about this. Yeah, we'll do uptick. No target. Yeah, we'll drop Haywire Might and say go. They don't know about the other two lands in hand. Also, like I'm not above pinging our own Haywire Might to make our Nethergoyf live. All right, Orcish Bowmasters. Let's get Stomping Grounds. I mean, I hate to go low, but at the same time, like... Try and get cards out of their hand, I think is worth, so there we go. They ping our Wrenn, but it's fine. Again, I'm hoping they drop Flood Moon here, and... Alright, push. That's acceptable. 2 card types in yard. Alright. Okay, Lightning Bolt is a pretty good one. Let's drop Nethergoyf just to get it down. And again, we'll just say go because we've got multiple things to do. We've actually got pretty good setup of our colors here. Now, Murktide is going to be a little bit of a problem right now. We're hoping they don't have it because this is looking like a Dimir control list. That is very likely Murktide. But we did bring in stuff for Murktide. All right, so they bend a counterspell, 3 cards. I think Murktide is likely to be amongst them. Murktide land counterspell is exactly what I'm thinking here. Unlicensed first, okay. Theater. Trigger, okay, put on top. All right. Let's go ahead, let's ping there. And, oh, cancel. There we go. All right, so there goes the counterspell. Again, that's leading me to believe that they've got... Okay, well, we'll do this. Elk. Because they've only got 1 left. I mean, I think we're going to... turn sideways here, bolt them down to 11. Add another card type. The fact that they just snap that off tells me there is a 1,000,000% of Murktide in their hand. Okay, Preordain is a pretty great one right now for them to get. Okay, Lord, this is going to be a huge Murktide. All right. Murktide. I knew it. I knew it. The way they, like, just aggressively snapped that off. They 1,000,000% had that Murktide in hand. Now, can we get that lucky? Yuck. All right, let's go ahead. Let's ping them with Ren. All right, and now that... Yeah, no, I mean, like, it's still really good. I think once Murktide turns sideways, we're going to eat the unlicensed hearse. If they give us an opportunity to do so. We do that, that puts another card type in yard. And that lets us set up for like a big swing. All right. And I'm going to say go. We're just going to hope they don't have like a creature to crew that thing with. You know, that would suck. That's it. If we can get a Shadow Spear, if they're forced to tap out, that's going to be huge. So they're very disincentivized to attack here. I mean, we're going to ping, and if we get a bolt, we're going to throw it face. The fact that we can grow this to where they... we can't grow it to take... basically make them take another turn to kill us. It sucks, but it is what it is. So this is going to be a big one. We've got a lot going on board here. Now, if they push and on the Haywire Might, that's going to suck because then we can't just kill the hearse. But that's the thing. They're also they have to kill Jegantha, and Jegantha's going to be a rough one for them. Because right now, like, if we get to eat the hearse, that puts Artifact in Yard, grows that to 2. If they don't kill that, we ping them. They're down to 2. So Dashed Monkey would be lethal. Bolt off the top if they just attack. All right, let's see where they go. They might kill Ren. All right, they go face. That's probably correct. Two cards in hand. All right, they've got 3. All right, so we eat that to grow. They do still have several things, so we're going to need a way to kill that. Archmage's Charm is a beating of a card. All right, so I don't know why they would do that to their own yard. That doesn't make sense to me, to grow the Murktide, but it doesn't really help. Okay. Oh God, I hate this. Wow, we just lost because of that. We couldn't grow it out of this. We needed to top deck Not Dead at they had it. Yuck, that is disgusting. So what can we do? We can ping, and then we swing with that. It kills it, and we can't drop anything. God, bleh. We needed removal. We needed removal. We did not see any. All right, done. Okay. I don't like that we have Shadow Spear in hand, but I still think this is a keepable hand. Yeah. Oh, right. Again, into Frogtide. Blah. Ah, well. You know, some days you're just in the all Frogtide queue. And you're into the they're all on the play queue. Tough one for us for sure, but it is what it is. That said, I think I am going to go ahead, get that Blood Crypt out, and we're going low, but I think that's fair in this matchup. Spell Snare, Fatal Push, Archmage's Charm, Queen to Dust. They're ways off from that. I kind of really want this to Ren to stick. They could take that and eat our stuff. Yeah, no, like, I mean, I'm not... compared to some of the things, like, this is not the worst. You know? So, they're going to shock in... Okay, they're going to preordain, so that means it's Spell Snare or Bust for them. They're probably going to eat whatever land we try to get with their Queen. Yeah, they're holding up Queen. Alright, Tarmogoyf is a pretty great one. I think we're going to get a basic here just to have that Flood Moon insurance. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to try to get the Verdant back because I'd... Why do they exile? Oh my god. Have it more, opponent. God, could you have, like, more just perfectly fall into your lap? A little tilting there, you know, especially if we get, like, Flood Mooned out of the game. God. That was just, like, perfection. Like, sheer perfection for them. Oh, God. Psychic Frog. 2 in hand. I'm hoping we get another land. I'd like to try and bolt this. Okay, that's pretty good. How's it going, Tommy? I hope you're having a great one. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna try and push it. See if we get it just the good old-fashioned way with that. Okay. Since they've got... I mean, like, if they've got another spell snare, they've got it. Like... Okay, I feel like getting Tarmogoyf against them is really good. The fact that we've got Shadow Spear in hand, like, we connect with that, and that... Or it gets Fatal Pushed, that's cool. I forgot they had that, that's me being dumb. Alright, if they've got a Murktide Regent, we're kind of utterly hosed. We didn't do great. We kind of got hosed by, like... our opponent's, like, just sheer mechanical perfection. Okay, well. Counter.deck, everybody. Counterspell.deck, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead, and we're going to try and Bowmasters. It's going to be really bad when they play a Murktide, and we don't. Alright. But I think, like, just forcing them to interact now is pretty good. So, let's Bowmasters. Ping them, kind of police their additional draws. Alright, double bolt's pretty good. So let's go ahead, let's drop this. I mean, if they want to counter it, that's fine. No. No. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead, let's put them down to 11. And just throw a bolt at their face, just so we can really police, again, what they're trying to do. Four? Alright, that's gonna eat most of their yard, though. And tap them out. Actually, no, I don't want to do that now. I just want to hit them and say go. Put them to 9. We've got the other Bowmaster. Puts them to 8. The Bolt puts them to 5. And then they're 1 away from dead on board. So if we top deck another Bolt, Ren and 6, etc. Or if they try and go for a card that draws a card. Alright, let's do this. I would love to throw that Bolt face, but I think giving them Frog is like giving them too much, you know? Okay, that is a thing of beauty, right? Alright, put them to 4, and then, depending on what they do here, I don't even think Murktide gets them out of this, because they're down to 1 card. We're flashing in Bowmasters if they attempt to draw a card, and they didn't, because why would they? Okay, well, it turns out we're pretty good if we actually get to cast spells and resolve things. I do have to think that go find a quarter to cry in if you're playing burn? Like, I think that's it. I think that's what you've got. Okay, I like this. I mean, we've got this on turn 2 if it's Tron. We've got this from almost anything else. We can drop this. I'm going to keep. I'm going to keep. I don't see a reason not to. Like, if it's on the subject, if there's some, like, just mad lad out there registering burn again, like... And we get to, like, kind of base what we do on whatever they do. Well, yeah, no. Oh, well, then, in that case, opponent... I don't really want that. Ugh. I'm gonna play Beseiju. I can't... I mean, like, we could theoretically get got by a Blood Moon, but I kind of doubt it. I'd rather just hold up Bowmasters and Bowmaster on their instep if they don't do anything. Like, just to make sure I'll stick this Raptor. Control Z. Bowmasters. Okay, get the Spell Snare. Probably one of many, but it is what it is. Okay, Nethergoyf is a pretty good one, so... Red Amped Raptor. Nethergoyf, and say go. Yeah. Like, that's what you have to do against them. Like, you just have to get all of their counter spells out. And they have to counter both of those. And I really want to make sure this Tarmogoyf sticks next turn. They could drop a tiny Murktide. That's a thing they can do. Okay. I don't think that's as good with what we've got coming. All right, do you have Force of Negation? You don't. I hate that for you, opponent. I really do. I mean, now, they can have that stupid wizard spell. Again, like, you gotta love it when you're against, like, all of the Harbinger's decks. Like, the fact that they're gonna kill our Goyf and draw 2 if that's what they've got is gonna suck. God... the fact that this has to be a wizard, too. God, so obnoxious, but whatever. And realistically, that's game. Ugh. Why did it why can't it be like a Merfolk whatever? Merfolk Shaman. Like, it had to be a wizard, didn't it? But that is okay. Like, we have ways around it. We actually get to play Magic. Yeah, like, why not? Like, I like Collapse. Push I'm a little down on, not gonna lie. I'm a little down on Push. Maybe I do keep it, though, because it does hit more. What do I cut? I do like Inquisition as well. Actually, maybe I just cut Push altogether and just, like... Because I am kind of base Rakdos Splash Screen. So I just fetch those basics and hope. Now, I mean, like, the fact that we got, like, triple Flood Moon decks, like, come on. Keep. I like this. We've got a lot that they have to interact with. And we get to see what they do, you know? I think I am... I'm going to go ahead and Blood Crypt for this Thoughtseize. Let's see. Upkeep. Thoughtseize. Alright, Flame of Anor, Counterspell, Preordain, Hearse. Yeah, I've got an out to everything else they've got in hand, so I'm going to take the Hearse. And then I'm probably going to Slam Raptor. I mean, they are going to get to Preordain. I hate that, but it is what it is. Steam Vents. Preordain, yeah. So, alright. That's good for them. Can we get a land? Okay, you are not a land. I'm gonna get Swamp. Again, like, I think we just lose to Flood Moon. So, I'm just gonna Amp Raptor here, see if we get lucky. What do we hit? Bolt, face. Boop. Say go. All right, Prismatic. Okay, okay. All right, well, let's see. I'm hoping I can get their counterspell out of hand and they don't have anything else. All right. Let's go ahead. Again, I'd love to have a basic mountain instead, but I think just Veil, counter their counter. Okay, so... yes, please. And that was way too much for them to deal with. Way too much. Oh, okay, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. I would love to get out of the stupid Flood Moon control queue, but hey, you know, where we're at, it is what it is. I don't have anything else that's great against them. Like, I don't have a way to punish their stuff, so let's just run. You know, let's just make sure we fetch our basics properly. Hope to God we just can disrupt like we did. I don't like that against them. Okay. I'm gonna keep... ugh. I hate to, but I gotta put back the Saga. I think that's the only, like, for sure. Alright, so they're gonna go ahead. I hope they set up with a cantrip here. Very good, opponent. I'm very glad you did that, actually. And again, I think we just go all in on that Amped Raptor value train. I really hope to God I get a way I can drop a mount. Never didn't have it. And now we just play all basics. Turn off all of their stupid control, lockout garbage. Stern Scolding kind of blows for us a little bit. But, okay. Alright. Yeah, I hate to do this now, but I think just having a Tarmogoyf down is good enough. Like... oh, they drew a counter? God, come on. Ow. Oh, they're getting a Thundering Falls. Okay. And yeah, especially if we can get something, like we drop Mountain next turn. Okay, so we know all but one of their hand. Okay, yeah, let's just hit them. Like, I don't think we need to overthink this. at all. And just since we've got another one, let's go ahead and kind of let them make the first move. So that's one Flame of Anor out of their hand, and they didn't get to draw off of it. Alright, so Steam Vents, Unknown. Alright, let's go ahead, let's do this. Get a Raucous Theater. I do hate that they're going to draw two. I don't really have a great way to punish that. Top. Yeah, okay. Land, Nether, and say go. Just basically make sure that they're not able to... Okay, yeah, we just let that go. I mean, they're not really able to capitalize on it here, so I'm going to go ahead, get that last basic out of our hand. Put the big old elk to hand and say go. Again, like, that one Stern Scolding is kind of hosing us a little bit, you know. I don't think they're on Flood Moon, though, just because we know the contents of their hand now. They have to draw the counter spell, like, you know. Okay, so... Stern blank. Help, I mean... Again, I don't really want them to be able to do any of the stuff that they'd like to do with that. So I think throwing this out there, like, I mean, they could have it, you know, like some days your opponent runs perfect. Like that. Okay, well, we'll bottom that. I kind of want something else. I'd really like a Thoughtseize to get rid of that Stern Scolding. Bolt that. Like, I mean, even Flood Moon not looking hot right now. That's looking pretty hot. Dear Lord. You know, we take 3. I don't think it's that big a deal. Let's see. Scalding Tarn, so... Unknown. Okay, Flood Moon. Again, not that scary right now. Honestly, the fact that they've got the stupid Stern Scolding is more obnoxious to me. I mean, we're going to kill that. Like, we know their hand. Can I get a Thoughtseize or an Inquisition, please? Alright, well. Bolt. Amped Raptor. Let's see if they give it to us. I think they're going to Scolding it. Yeah, I think we just do another one. I just think the idea of getting both is so, like... Cast... Alright, so they can draw 2 cards. That's a thing. But, which is pretty huge. They can go up to 3 in hand. I mean, we're going to be down to, like, some number. Okay, I'm very glad they didn't get both modes. So, unknowns. I mean, we're going to try and bolt that. Tameo. Alright. Not very friendly there, but... Alright, so that does give them some leftover energy, so 1 in hand. Doesn't kill our Goyf, though. I mean, I think we bolt Tameo and hit them, and just our clock is quicker, you know? Boop. Boop. All right, so 6. So Nethergoyf, we can exile land, bolt, raptor. Okay. That does shrink them, but they're dead to it either way, so I kind of think that's worth it just to present lethal next turn. So land, or bolt, Inquisition. Yeah, and just, okay, you have to kill all of this stuff or you're dead. I mean, they can play defense, kill 1, and that would keep them in it. Murktide Regent would be pretty good, and we got there. I wonder what our next card was. Or Moto could crash. I'm glad it waited till after we won the match to crash, you know? Always cool. I just wanted to know what my next card was, Moto. Why you gotta do this? But yeah, Ren, it crashed for our opponent. So, you know, that's cool. That's cool. Why you gotta do this to me, Moto? Why you gotta be that way? So, not bad, not bad. I want a Flood Moon Cube. Will I get that? You know, which, for Vintage, like, that's fine. If folks are into that, go. Like, you know, do you. Like, if that's your thing, go for it. Like, don't, you know, who am I to stop you? But, oh God, if that was a land, my God, this would be hot. Yeah, I am very, very, very anti-reserve list. Very anti-reserve list. I'll keep this. I'll put back the Stomping Grounds. Like, I just feel like we're gonna get a lot. Moto, please don't crash. You crashed, didn't you, Moto? I tell you all that, moving that Tarmogoyf over here to the far side, that was just way too much for this client. Way too much for this client to handle. And this is why, folks, I restart the program in between every match I play on here, because it does things like that, and it's going to burn valuable time for us. Excuse me. We're hoping it's not one of those slow, we're against the clock ones. Like, I hope it's not like a lantern control situation. We might have a working client, you know? Come on, Moto. God, you're such a horrible program. Okay. Oh God, I am so sorry there, opponent. And we burned a bunch of time that we just flat didn't need to. Cool. Monkey? Yeah, there we go. There's Monkey. Mox Amber, oh God. You gotta love those damned if you do, damned if you don't decks. Ah, well. Our Monkey. Yeah, I think we'll Monkey back. And see what they do. Offer the trade. This could be Grinding's Breach. They could combo us out. Oh my God. They could also just have everything they could ever want, you know? So they're going to get to hit us. They're going to get to... Yep. Oh, God. You gotta love it when they just have everything. I'm also kind of getting to be more against Moxes as I just go on in my career with Magic. I just hate the idea of Moxing anymore. Like, I think they're fine in, like, Legacy and stuff, or Force of Will checks it. That's kind of the thing. Like, I'm not gonna lie, power creep is a thing, Tommy. Like, power creep is a big thing. Polluted Delta, eh? I mean, I will say this is an older card. This is about 3 years old now. Thoughtseize is like a really, really old card. So is Nihil and Tarmogoyf. Did they go off here? Do they win? I'm very confused, folks. Okay, well. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I think I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to get a swamp, and I'm just going to Thoughtseize them, play Nethergoyf. I think that's just the best. Okay. I mean, they don't have the stuff to go off now, and I can kind of check them. I think them not drawing cards is going to help me. Okay, that's perfect. So we know it's just grinding station, and I think I'm going to drop Tarmogoyf. Okay, that's fine. All right, I wouldn't honestly mind a okay. I was gonna say I would not mind a brain work, please. All right, Tarmogoyf is just some big beater. Swing in. I mean, I do that too. Like, I do enjoy Jund. I just realized I might have given him a chance to combo here. Okay, there's Emery. They get Bobble. Ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Well, we've got to come on. So no cards in hand, so we can just do this for free, right? We play our Nihil. Okay, they might do something. I don't think they're going to. Trigger. Put on top. Smash with Goyf. And we'll see what they do here. Okay, we get the Thoracle. All right, draw the Raptor and say go. All right, so they're at the mercy of what they top deck, and they can't get their Thoracle back. So, really good stuff for us. So they, oh god. I really want to kill Emery. Oh my god, I want to kill this Emery. All right, red. Here we go. Kill Emery, please. Alright, so that's more of a resource we don't really need. You know? Alright, I mean, like, let's crash in and give them something to think about here. They have to go off next turn or they die. Unfortunately, we didn't kill Emery, which I hate. I hate that. I hate they're going to get a big Construct. And they gave up. Thank you, God. They didn't see... Again, I think they were so... They just did not see that, you know, you can just win through combat damage. Crazy, I know. Crazy, I know. For a combo deck that you just win. You just turn your card sideways and that gets there. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Cage looking very nice here. As is Nihil. Shadow Spear I don't know about. I'm kind of bleh on it. It doesn't feel like it does anything. Haywire Might, look. Haywire Might stocks, though. Haywire Might stocks way, way up. Maybe I shave some number of monkeys, because we're not really gonna be that proactive. Also, Pith... I could see cutting all monkeys here. I could see a monkeyless world in which we venture into. Like, just to have all good cards against them, I kind of like Pick Your Poison, honestly. I kind of like it. I think I'll trim a Bowmaster for a Pick Your Poison, just like, because if they go Monkey something else, like if they just, like if they do, or when they go Saga, we just green, pick, go, like that, and strip mine them. That seems pretty sweet. Maybe I cut... Okay, I think right now I'm going to cut both in favor of both picks. Like, that just seems really good. Being able to destroy an art... They sack. We don't destroy it, for the record, so it gets around one ring. But they sack an artifact, sack an enchantment. Brilliant. Perfect. Again, I would have, in a perfect world, if I had my super-duper choice, I would have rather had, you know, an interactive spell, a bolt or something, but I'll take Cage into Bowmaster into... Oh, God, yeah. Tamiyo. That's gonna give them artifacts and ways to draw cards, but I just think, like, them not having a graveyard... Yes and no. Infect is still a thing. You have to get 10 counters to kill someone, but it is a thing. Usually it's like Inkmoth Nexus doing the infect, just because there's ways to give it the ability to infect something that it's very hard to get around. Yeah, exactly, Hammer. Usually it's something like that, Tommy, where they drop that, they fire it up, they drop a hammer, it gets plus a big number, plus a big number. Oh, they're gonna flip Tamiyo. Bleh. Okay. That's fine. Okay, Nethergoyf. I still think I go Urza Saga here and pass. We got them. Unfortunately, we do have to let them get another look at Grinding Station, but we've got the Graph Digger's Cage down already. Now, that said, we do have to keep in mind their Saga token's bigger than ours, unfortunately. But I also think that, like, just by putting them to these, like, very awkward spots, like, where they have to have something. Now, they could Flame of Venor, draw to flip Tamiyo, and our life is, like, just... God... Yep. Okay, so that does mean we get to kill Tamiyo before she really does much of anything. Saga gets another ability. And unfortunately for them, yeah, let's do it like that. Unfortunately for them, we are going to get the thing to exile their yard. And, oh god, it's always good when you take out Tamiyo, I'll tell you. I do very much enjoy it. Yep. Emerin. Oh, Lord, I don't like it. I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh god, I don't like that. Ooh. Poison counters are, but usually you have to go all in on like one big giant thing. Oh my god. Okay, they heat our token. Oh god, so they're going to be drawing cards with that. That's still fine, I think. Okay, so they do draw a card. I'm not a big fan. Not really here for it, but... Okay, so they draw another card. Alright. We draw, let's make another construct. I think because they got Emery, we didn't get a way to kill her. I think we just gotta go with the tried and true Nihil Spellbomb. Yep. Alright, let's fetch Shock here, get a Blood Crypt. And, yeah, let's just hit him. Alright, so we did get another land. Not really a fan, but hey, we've got a lot of stuff. They're going to get to draw another card. Okay, Tormod's Crypt. Yep. But most importantly, we can drop Tarmogoyf Nethergoyf. Oh no. Maybe we... sack to draw opponent. I'm kind of hoping we just get Pith. Oh, again, why does everything have to be a wizard? I really would love a way to kill that thing. Like, we've managed to not draw any of our removals. Ooh. Red-white is Boros? Oh, no. They're gonna get to combo. We'll make them... Yep, yeah, no, that's it. The fact they had Flame of Anor is brutal. Ooh, Wizards is actually a supported tribe in the new standard, Tommy. Like, Wizards is a supported tribe. I'm pretty excited about it. All right, let's run it back. We almost had it. God, we just couldn't kill Emery. Like I said, they have the ultimate protection of we never see our removal against that card. Because if we could have killed that Emery, like, that would have fizzled them a lot sooner. God, you gotta love that. The Emery ultimate protection of it sends all of your... Yeah, I'll keep. I know it seems weird, but we've actually got a lot here. We've got Threats, and we've got Pithing Needle. So I think I'm gonna go Theater Trigger top. And I think what we're going to do is Fetch Shock. No, Wizards is really cool. God. Bleh. What do they... Alright, let's go ahead. Let's just get basic. I mean, if they've got Emery, they've got it. Like, I hate to drop such a small Tarmogoyf, but it'll grow. Again, you know, like, they have that ultimate combo deck of your deck just does not draw what it needs. that aura of perfection, as I call it. That said, they did just put it out of bolt range, and that's pretty good. Now, they are going to get to draw a bunch of cards here. They might flip Tamiyo. I hate that. I really hate it, but it is what it is. Yep. All right. End. And there's Tamiyo flipped. Ugh. She will be buying them a lot of time. Okay, Thoughtseize. That's pretty great. Thoughtseize. Okay. We'll take Flame. We'll drop Nihil. We'll do that. Them. Yes. All right. Okay, Saga's good one. Okay. And we've removed a lot of their resources. And we're going to get to Saga. Emery, okay. So Emery, Steam Vents is out of their hand. Okay, Haywire Might, I don't mind. Let's do this. Let's drop Haywire Might. Alright, so this is going to shrink it by 1, but that will kill her next turn. And let's drop Nethergoyf just to make sure. I'm going to wait till next turn, see if I can't get them to try and get greedy and blow their flame here. All right. So 1, 2, 3 cards. I really want them to blow that so I can drop our Pithy Needle and have it be protected. So we can do that, name Emery or Grinding Station to turn off what they're doing. They could still get it. Again, they are just one of those combo decks that can have it. All right, Flooded's gone from hand. All right. All right, they do EE on 1. Okay. I'm probably going to try and do this to force it end of our turn. All right. And all right, force it. All right, so that is what I thought. All right, I'd really... Oh, God. Ugh. I hate... wow. They really got it here. Okay. All right, so there we go. That is another up. God. We do get to wipe their board. So they have to spend that. They do get a draw too. So I think Pithing Needle, Emery, Worker of the Walk, because she is annoying. Yeah, I'll say go, and then I will fetch to Thin. Again, if we can kill Emery, suddenly things look way up. Emery, as always, proving to be a problem. There goes Tamiyo. Yep. Alright, so they've got it up. Alright, they're going to try and 2-for-1 us very clearly here. Because why wouldn't they? I mean, there's not really a reason to not. And that will buy them more time. Alright, so here we'll go... Boop. I think just get good old-fashioned Spell Bomb here. We're going to hold up Bowmasters for when they do try and kill it, because they're obviously going to go draw 2 to flip Tamiyo as well. And if they go something that cares about the yard... Alright, again, we're going to be disciplined with our Bowmasters here. We're not going to go... Yep. Don't like that. Okay. Again, we have to be disciplined. We have to be disciplined. We have to be disciplined. I hate that that's going to flip and slow down our clock. Yep. You do that. And that's it. If they do draw another card, I'm 1,000,000% killing that Emery. All right. Okay, that's perfect. Cast. Second artifact opponent. All right, fair. Fair play. All right, let's see if we can get the elusive block for to save Tamiyo. I don't think we're going to get that. Ooh, we do. All right, we'll drop a Nethergoyf and say go. So Flame of Anor, Unknown in hand. We don't have to worry about Tamiyo. We've got the out to them firing up a... Oh, thank you, Lord. Honestly, like, that is why I've started... I need to sit down, do it. I like the Dragon Shield app because it lets you scan cards in, and we just cashed the league, everybody. Like, it's a really fun competitive format. You know, there are some problems with it, especially right now. Nadu. But, okay, yeah, this is... I mean, like, this is what we're about. This is that good old-fashioned early Jund 1-for-1s on turn 1, and then into value. Like, what more could we want? So, yeah, this is a keep, right? I don't see a reason I don't keep this. Super duper good. We're gonna have to, unfortunately, fetch Shock. It's gonna suck. I was about to say, it's gonna suck if we're against Burn, but if we can get one of these dudes into a Tarmogoyf, we drop Shadow Spear? Like, that's lights out. I don't care how much damage we've dealt to ourselves. That's just, like, lights out right there. Against Burn. And my god, Burn Mulling does 6, like... And if it's some combo decks like this, we'll just win. Okay. Okay. Gotta take the stirrings. I hope we all want to see Tron, because we're against Tron. Love it. You love it. Okay, but at least we're not getting choused. All right. Ooh. I think I'm gonna do this though. Just get my colors online. Get amped. Trigger. Bolt face and say go. So we've got Temple. We took their stirrings. I think we're going to... Alright, so there comes Hub. Alright, nothing. So nothing relevant must have been drawn. Alright. Trigger. I mean, I think, again, we've just got to put him to it. Dash that monkey. Have him staring down 4, and then we Amped Raptor again and just hope we get lucky if this connects. Okay, I'm very glad they didn't get that. My best threat against them, I'd be delighted. I'd be delighted. Okay, I mean... I don't blame them. My god, they were staring down 7, and if we dash the monkey, 9 power. We bolt them. They're 1 from dead. Fair. Fair. Well. Ugh. Damping Sphere's pretty good, right? Collapse is obviously all-time great. Nihil doesn't really do anything, so I think we can cut them fairly safely. I don't know about Pithy Needle, folks. I'm kind of on the fence about it. Let's see what we can cut. Monkey's too good. We need Monkey. I think we should even bring in a Haywire Might. I'm just going to be honest. Bowmasters is interesting. Bowmasters is interesting. Goyf is too good. I think same with Nether Goyf. I think Thoughtseize is really good. I mean, if we get Chalice on one, that's probably just game. Like, I don't... If they get it, they get it. Like, good on them. Shadow Spear, I think, is too good. The Mites... I like... Damping Sphere is, again, just too good. A little non-Bowie with Raptor. Maybe we cut... No, I think that's too much pressure. Okay, maybe we cut a push. Ren 6 can recur Beseiju and Strip Mine. I'll cut a Ren. I'll cut a Ren. We might bring him back in the third game. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, like, I couldn't have drawn up that first game better. Yeah, obviously, I would have rather had turn 1 Monkey, but the fact that we got to deny them setup was so humongous. Like, that was just... Ugh. Yeah, I think I gotta take a mole here. Oh, dear lord. Okay, this is a keeper. I'm gonna put back, done. I mean, this is rough. You know, it sucks. Devourer of Destiny. What a card, everybody. So we're gonna Fetch Shock Blood Crypt Monkey if we don't get choused out of this game. Then we're gonna Amp Raptor, hope we hit good. Saga? Don't know. I mean, I think Monkey is just like... I don't know what the energy package is for. That means that... Okay, that... Valid, fine, don't care. Valid, fine, don't care. I want to get this monkey back, monkey down. That could mean that this is the combo version. Okay, I do like that. I do like Tarmogoyf in this matchup. I think we just want fast pressure. Like, we're just, all right, monkey. Like, we're just trying to throw haymaker, 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 haymaker. Like, we're not looking to... All right. Okay, that's perfect. I don't like they're setting up. I don't know what they're about. I don't really want to give them time to figure this out. I don't think I want to do that. I think I just want to get their life total from 19 to 0 as quick as I can. All right. Okay. And monkey. Monkey getting in. I mean, I'm glad they don't have that. I would like them to not have that, you know? It's a card. I mean, that's like 6 power, though. That's like 6 power. They're a little ways, they're a lot closer now. But the fact that we are going to get to drop land... Of course. Of course you do. Yeah, why wouldn't you? Oh no, I wasn't winning. Better One Ring. I'm winning now. Wasn't that fun and interactive and cool? Who doesn't love One Ring? Blech. Hey, you gotta casual go back to 7 and force everyone to take a turn off. Yeah, all is dust. Ooh. Ooh. I like that. Yeah. Boop, boop, boop. Hey, where am I? And overgrown tomb. All right. And we'll say go. I feel like this one is slipping away from us, though. The fact that that One Ring, God, a more obnoxious magic card they haven't printed. Well, Nadu. I take that back. Nadu exists. I forget that Nadu exists because no one plays it in leagues. And they kicked it, of course. Ah, well. Is what it is. Again, this is kind of like the way of Tron, just like haymaker, 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 haymaker. Yeah. Well, you know. Oh, well, let's just go red, monkey, and Tarmogoyf. I mean, if they have an All Is Dust, we're like assuredly dead here. I hate that Haywire Might. Like, that was such... Oh, God. And they're... I feel like this one's slipping away, folks. They just... that one ring turn. God, that killed us. That killed us. Who could have seen, like, just the cost of a life? You draw 3 cards and get an extra turn, essentially. Who could have seen that was too good? That said, we're... Oh my god, I hate the One Ring. I do think that card is not much longer for this world. I utterly despise it. Again, I think we're fine where we're at. We just... Ugh. The fact that they just got, like, good rip, good rip, good rip, good rip. Again, like, the One Ring, draw 'em a million cards. Just, here, you get an extra turn and you go up to 7 cards in hand. Figure it out. Ugh. Okay, this doesn't have much pressure, but we've got ways to break up what they're doing. I'll keep, like, Thoughtseize is too good. Especially when they're mulliganing. Like, we get to do that on turn 1. We drop Forest, we Bowmasters. Yeah, I mean, I still think, like, this is just kind of where we're at. We get to hold up... Devourer of Destiny. I mean, again, I don't think that card would be that obnoxious if it weren't for this. Well, I'm going to take that. They don't have a way to do anything else, and say go. Alright, so that Devourer of Destiny triggers. They're going to get to sculpt the top of their deck, so they do get to look for another one. Ah, well. We just have to assume that they're going to have it, you know. And they're going to Stirrings here, like, most assuredly. They're going to put another card in hand, but we do have another Thoughtseize to get it. What went to hand? Okay. Alright. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright. Thoughtseize. Don't worry, opponent. I'm sure your deck will conjure the next 12 you need to the top. Ugh. Okay, 1... Yeah. Okay, so we got that out of their hand. I'm gonna get Theater. Trigger. Yeah, we don't need that. Alright. Okay, so we do this. That still just has it dying. So that's 1, 2. Okay. I'm going to say go just because we've got Bolt and stuff. They don't have a way to make any more colored mana. We know it's Dismember, Waste. Alright, let's take them off of their temple just to slow them down a bit. Alright, 4 mana. They're going to do the Yeah. Okay, yeah, that is correct. I hate to do that because I was like, oh god, I hope they don't have it, and they did. You know, it happens. But we can kind of mop it up here. It seems silly, but I'm going to throw a Bolt at one of the 3, and the fact that they're only going to have... Yep. I mean, again, I hate to, but I think taking them, like, the fact they only go up to 4. Alright. Go ahead and Bolt one. I mean, I know this is kind of a waste of cards, but If we get land, we get to kill another one, drop Tarmogoyf as a 5/6. The fact they can't dismember it is pretty good. Let's see. Okay. You know what? I think I'm just going to Bowmasters now. That way, if they want to kill Bowmasters, they have to burn another point of mana. Okay, they do that. Does suck a little bit that we're not getting any more, but eh. All right, so Dismember, Unknown. We're going to hope it's not another Temple. God! We took 2, and they got another one. God! Ugh. And we have to target ourselves. Thank you, One Ring. You are an amazing Magic card. I like how the counter to the One Ring, like... Yep, you do that. Well, I thought I put the other One Ring in hand so I could One Ring when I One Ring. I don't like this card. I mean, that's fine. Oh, that's cool. I just realized it doesn't matter because, well, they can't cast it with Kicker. Unless they've got, well, again, we can't interact with their hand. Thank you, One Ring. All right, yeah, we'll just say go, and we'll probably wind up bolting their face. So we're going to lose a life. We're going to come down... Upkeep. Draw. All right. For a land card. Wow. A land card, everybody. Yep. Okay. Here's an idea, though. Bolt. And so if they do that now, they have to tap it. And when they draw 2, we'll be able to ping their face, get more on this. Okay. So there. Again, look at how many cards they've drawn off them. We took 2 of them and they kept finding them. They're, no one wants to hear that the fact that this is colorless makes it too good. It's too, like, obnoxious and just overpowered. But, again, we are fighting through it. We might actually manage to pull this one out somehow. Like, if we top deck a Haywire Might, kill it, we hit them again. Ping again. Yeah, they get a Saga. All right. I'd really like to know how they're going to hose us here. Let's see, they're down to 10. This 5. That said, they only have 1 more, so they're very likely to die to this if they don't kill us soon. Okay, land not really what I was about, but hey, I'll take it. All right, drop a big 6/7, drop this, and hope. All right, so if they don't kill this, and they have to kill it without taking damage, because if they draw off of it, they die. Which is good. I like that. I don't like that they can get a Shadow Spear. God. Blah. God! Ugh. Oh, that was so bad. I'm hoping to God I can find, like, a monkey or something, like, just to put pressure on. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. I mean, like, that said, though, if they don't get rid of this or kill us, they are dead soon. Alright, Jagantha, hand, go. Alright. Draw. That said, they don't really counter things, so... if we can get a bolt, if they don't chalice us out... Alright. That tells me they have, like, the other One Ring ready to go. Oh, God, they're gonna... yeah. Yeah. God, ugh. And they're gonna eat their own One Ring. God, this is so annoying. Yeah. And they get to put back. We do have a lot. We have a Jagantha we can drop. I think, like, that is just... It's just one of those... It's just so tilting. They have 10 cards in hand. Like, my God. Like, the embarrassment of riches they have. Like, they have all the mana. Like, maybe... maybe, like, again, maybe the One Ring, maybe the colorless get everything you ever needed ever card is the problem, you know? I don't think we're getting there, folks. Again, we got One Ringed. Like, we just got bent over by that stupid card. And I think that's just what is so tilting about it. Like, it doesn't... like, it undoes everything you've done. It is, like, a massive reset button for them. Well, I mean, the fact, though, they're just going to put the other ones in hand. God, I hate this. I hate this. Like, this is so unfair. Like, the fact they just have to tap this to return it, and then they get to cast it. Like, God almighty. Like, how much more could this deck need? And I think it's like the One Ring is just the answer. It's just the problem. Like, it's just a problem. It shouldn't exist. It's just, it props up. I think everyone who, like, I don't see how people apologize for that card. It is so beyond the pale, I think. I mean, I do get the other side of the argument. Like, these big mana decks just don't get to be without it. They don't get to be in their current form, but at the same time, like, it's just so brutal. I mean, like, we're so hosed because they're going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Blech. I vomited out another giant dumb thing. Wasn't that cool? Wasn't that cool and fair and fun? And I got to kill your thing, and you didn't get... now you don't ever get to do anything ever. Oh, God. And... oh, God. Now I get to exile your lands. Ugh. I don't know why they aren't doing this. Oh, God. Yep, so they probably drop another land. Vomit that out. Ugh. God, I hate One Ring. That is the entire reason they won. We fought through so much of their stupid garbage, but they had the One Ring, and so everything we did quit mattering. I think that's just what's so miserable about that card. But we did have a chest, so maybe our luck will turn around here. We did do fairly well. We beat the Flood Moon deck. We beat the Flood Moon deck. We lost to the first Flood Moon deck, I'm sorry. We beat the Flood Moon deck. We beat the Flood Moon deck. It's just like, it's been so horrible. Like, there's so many decks that just don't get to exist in Modern thanks to the One Ring. And, I will say, been worse. Yeah, sadly that combo didn't work. It's just so salt-inducing, the One Ring. Again, like, you know, I think the price keeps it from homogenizing the format, but I also think Wizards has to know. People hate that card. I mean, I think the only people who defend it are on Reddit, and they've already bought their playset. So they have a very vested financial interest. I don't like the play pattern of it. I think it is okay in Legacy. I think it's okay in Legacy just because the sheer amount of ways you have to stop it from coming down kind of props it up. Now, if they don't get the turnoff, I will say, like, there is still, if they don't get rid of it, if they continue to upset everyone, yeah, because he plays it in Commander, where it's balanced, where it is balanced. In Commander, a completely fine card, completely fair. You know, like, you have 4 other people, you stop mattering for a turn, but your permanents matter. And 3 other people can punish you a lot for that. You know, and that's fair. It's a fair card, Commander. I think it's a fine card there. Dislike the idea that it was at Mythic, a Chase Mythic at that goes in literally every Commander deck. I think that's why they're getting a little fed up with, the Commander players are getting a little fed up with Wizards, but, you know, whatever. They have to say no with their wallets, and I don't think Commander players can do that. So I think Wizards will continue to milk them dry. I think it's fine there. I think it's not designed for constructed play. I think we've seen that. The only reason it hasn't taken over in Legacy is the abundance of Force of Will. The fact that if you're sitting there dirtling, your opponent could wasteland you out of the game. And you're not doing anything. And, like, you have to use Ancient Tombs and stuff to power it out. If you can't cast the other one on time, you could die to, like, the own pain you've taken from your mana base and One Ring. Fair there. We don't have that in Modern. There's too many ways to support it because we don't have the Wastelands. We don't have the cards like that. I do think maybe that last keep was a little sketch against them. I think I should have put more into it. We fought through a lot of One Rings. But again, like, I think they just had it. I will say Sanctum is obnoxious with them. I also like that my app quit working, my face cap. That was pretty cool. I'm glad that happened. Perfect. All right, now we're back. Yeah, like, let me fix something here, folks. All right, there we go. All right. As for the deck itself, it's really good. We got Flood Mooned, and then they get turboed out of Murktide, and we lost. Happens. We fought through the other two. Did really well against Grinding Breach. Lost to Tron. I will say, though, Jund has always struggled against Tron. That actually wasn't even Tron. It was Green-White Eldrazi. which is another deck that is rough for Jund. At least it was until they got the One Ring to fix all of their problems. I mean, Modern is still fine. I haven't seen Amulet Titan, and big ups. Love that I'm not seeing that deck anymore. Really glad that got pushed. Again, it can't beat Nadu. Like, it can't. I do think it comes back. I think it has a lot of problems with the energy decks. I think that's rough for Titan. What else? I did like the aggressive nature of this deck. I think that is part of the problem I did have. I do think that last game, the more I think about it against Eldrazi, I should have just been vomiting my hand. You know, again, it did suck. Like, about the One Rings, maybe you could argue that you should bring in Surgicals. Because I think if you cut out their One Rings, you cut out the legs underneath of them so bad. Although, and I will say this, Wizards, and I have to give credit where it's due. Now, there is the problem. Wizards, shocking, Wizards prints cards. I know, a shocking fact, I'm aware. But it takes them years to print a card. I do think they have heard everyone hate the One Ring. And really the problem of, like, players shouldn't get protection, but there are times where you kind of need it. So we have a bit of a crossroads. I think Wizards has come to a very smart conclusion that we need to print protection. Like, if they One Ring game one, it sucks to lose, but if I had a card that got rid of their protection that was more reliable, I will say I've got one on my desk. The new Winks coming out in Lava Spine Winks. You know, I could. Hey, I mean, I've got it right here. I could just pick it up and read it to you all. Sun Spine Winks. I don't like that it's double pip. Little there. You know, so it does turn off our Jagantha. But Jagantha's been a little mid lately, so maybe it's okay to, like, have that sideboard, like, get them with that, like, oh, they forgot to reveal their Jagantha. No, I didn't. I did a sideboard juke so I could slam this on turn 4, dome you for 4, turn off your protection, and hit you for a bunch. And then, oh, you're going to take a damage. Well, your life is at 2. Figure it out. Oh, you have to kill this, because if you drop another one, it doesn't matter. Because your protection is off. And I think that's good. I think that's good design. Now, I will say the Solitude decks are still going to be able to exploit. Like, I don't like it, but there's worse things out there. You know, there's worse things out there. I'm probably going to be registering Sun Spine Winks whenever I'm registering Mountains in my deck. For the foreseeable future, we'll see. It could just be too slow. I think if it was a 3/4 that did that, a lot better. I think at 4, it's a little slow, just because they can protect with subtleties and stuff. But that's a different kind of deck. Like, again, like, I don't like Jeskai control. It would be nice to have that gotcha against them. But at the same time, like, I think just having that, like, possibility dangling over their head is enough for them. You know, I think that helps. I think it's better in the big mana matchups, which is fair. Now, does it suck that if Titan does that, they probably win? Yeah, but Titan's kind of not anywhere to be seen. Also, I think Jeskai control kind of dumpsters them, which is valid. I think Jeskai control should. I think Titan should have a bad matchup. I think the fact the deck has quote-unquote no bad matchups has been a problem. And the fact that it has them now, the fact that people are bringing in Damping Spheres, so it's catching those strays from the Storm Hate, I think is wonderful. I think that's wonderful for the meta. I think Titan is still playable. If folks aren't prepared for Titan, it could still dominate. I think that's fine. I think if Titan is a deck that you prepare for, that you can take down, and it takes a very skilled Titan pilot to navigate the hate and get anywhere, I think that's a good place. I think for like someone who just wants to grind, they can just pick it up. And if it's the right weekend, they'll get there. If it's not, they're just going to lose. I think that's valid. I think a deck like that needs to have a lot of weaknesses, needs to be able to navigate them, though. It does, to its credit, as much as I would love to see Amulet, Primeval Titan and Amulet of Vigor both banned. Not really because they're warping the meta, just because I hate those cards and I would love them not to exist. Because I think you could do a lot more fun stuff if they didn't. I think it's fine. I think it's fine if, like I said, if it's like it is now, it has weaknesses, it could still exist, it could still put up results, but it gets hated. You know, kind of my 2 cents on it. I gotta dog Titan somewhat because I haven't seen it. Not upset about that, but I haven't seen it.